Good day, boys and girls. This is Miss Ann here, and today we are talking about careers. And so we've brought in a career expert, Mr. Luke Lawson. He works at CGI as a college recruiter. He's going to tell you about some of the jobs that we have at CGI, what CGI is, and a little bit about interviewing. And so, Luke, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me here today, Miss Ann. Very excited to talk interviews with you. So, yeah, my name's Luke Lawson. I am the college recruiter, as you said, for CGI at Lafayette. Essentially, what I do is I connect college students with our hiring managers and make sure that we can fill some jobs that we have open here at CGI. That includes internships as well as full-time positions.
Hey, well, great. And so, what is CGI? A lot of people around town ask, they say, I see the building, I have no idea what it is. Tell us what it is.
Yeah, well, I promise we do not do movie effects, which is what a lot of people ask about. No, but we are a technology consulting firm. So we consult with both the government as well as private commercial companies, and we create technology platforms and applications to creatively solve some problems that they may have.
Okay. Well, so you're hiring for jobs for people who are doing those things. What are some of the roles that you hire for?
Yeah, so I mainly hire for 5 main roles. I'll go through them very quickly. I've got 2 internship roles. Those include both a business analyst as well as a software developer. And then I've got 3 full-time roles that I really look at hard for great candidates coming out of college. Those 3 roles are a software designer, we have a business analyst, and then a programmer / technical analyst.
Okay. Well, and tell me what each of those roles do, just a high level. If you're going to be a software developer, what is that?
Yeah, so software developer, you're going to work on a team. You're going to work with a ton of different people with a lot of different backgrounds to take in what one of our clients needs. And you're going to troubleshoot that and make sure that we can create the application or the platform that we are doing for them. And you're going to work on the back end of computer systems to make that happen. Our business analyst role, you're going to do more of figuring out what we need to make our clients happy and to work with those clients to take their needs into consideration as we're designing these platforms and these applications. And finally, that technical analyst kind of does a little bit of both. So they're sort of the in-between where they work with both the programmers as well as the analysts to get the job done.
All right. Well, and when I was asking you about the role, I called it software developer. Is it the same word that you use in your job descriptions?
It is. Software developer is the formal name for,
okay.
You can call it software design, you could call it programmer, any of those things work.
Does application developer fit in the same category?
It does, absolutely. Yep. Developer is pretty much the catch-all. If you just want to say developer, you're good to go.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And so now to talk a little bit about interviewing, because I know you interview a lot of people or help coordinate a lot of interviews. And so what if you had one tip that you could give people when prepping for interviews and conducting interviews, what would that be?
Sure. So my main tip to a lot of students is to make sure that you're really aware of when you're using the words like and So those are 2 words that a lot of people, especially a lot of young people today, like to use in a very, let's say, a very liberal manner. They use it a lot. So the more that you are aware of using those words, the easier it's going to be for you to catch it whenever you want to say that word. The less that you take that down, the more you're going to come off as professional and sounding like you know what you're talking about, as I just said it twice in that same sentence.
Well, it's funny you say that because my husband just gave me that piece of feedback last week. So that is very, very important thing for us to remember.
Absolutely. Another quick tip, Anne, is that I think it's really important for people going into interviews to have a story behind everything that they say. So when somebody asks you for an example, you have a story at the ready that you can tell. So go back through your life and think about those times that maybe you were faced with a challenge, or you had to be adaptable, or you had to be flexible in a situation. You had to show teamwork. And so if you can come up with a story behind each one of those things and have it at the ready whenever you go into an interview, you're going to be way more prepared than a lot of students we see coming in for our interviews.
Okay, those are all great tips. And so We imagine the people who are watching us at home, they may be high school students, think maybe they want to go into software development, maybe business analysts, maybe something else entirely. What kind of advice would you give them?
Sure, just find where you can relate to the job with the experience that you have. So I get a lot of students who come to me and say, I have no job experience at all. I've never done anything professional in my life. And I say, well, have you been on a sports team? They're like, yeah, I play volleyball at high school. Well, you can show teamwork with being on the volleyball team. You can show that you are able to be adaptable and flexible to whatever comes your way with that scheduling. You have to make sure that you have time management whenever you're also in a sport, because you have to not only practice, but get your work done. So making sure that you can take out those skills and maybe flip them around a little bit and apply them to whatever job you are applying to and that you're going into that interview for.
All right. Well, great. Well, this was super helpful. Thank you for all the awesome tips. I know it was helpful for me, and I know it'll be helpful to the people that are looking for jobs and the students at home that are figuring out what to do with their careers and their future careers. Thanks so much, Luke. We appreciate your time and all your great advice today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Miss Ann. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.